Oh man, here we go, guys. Here we go. I'm sure you guys have heard, and if you haven't, you saw the title and the thumbnail. Biden has agreed to debate Uncle Trump. Now, I have my speculation as to why that is, and we'll get into that later in the video. But yeah, get your popcorn ready. This one is going to be good. But before we hop into it, thank you guys for all of the continued love and support. With that being said, let's dive in.
It's time for Crooked Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of the United States, and I to debate. We have to talk about what he's doing and where we're going. We owe it to our country. We owe it to all Americans. Anytime, anywhere, anyplace.
So there you heard one message that Trump released. I believe that one was a little while ago. Here's another one as well where Trump was trying to get Biden to take the bait.
Come on, Joe, let's do it. Anywhere, anytime, anyplace. Come. I'd hit him right in that fake nose. You just look at him and you go like this.
Man, you gotta love Uncle Trump, man. Bringing a little humor to the situation as always. And, you know, the thing that I found interesting about Biden, well, I'm gonna play Biden's response and you guys let me know what you think about it. Here was Biden's response. Check it out.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays. Donald Trump lost.
Did you notice it? Did you catch it? Now, be honest now. Of course, you can fast forward in the video after I say what I noticed about the video. But be honest, comment below, what did you just notice about that video? I'm going to play it one more time. It's not very long. It's only 14 seconds. So for those of you that missed it, check it out.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays. Donald Trump.
Comment below. Comment below. Pause the video because I'm about to say what I noticed. Did you notice how many cuts there were in that video? Like, let's count them out really quickly. And there's a reason why I'm saying this. Check it out.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick.
Hold on, I lost
Donald
count.
Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays. Donald.
5 cuts in a 14-second video. Why would they make so many cuts? In a 14-second video, there's 5. You know what that says to me? That says either he was stumbling over the lines and slurring, so they had to retake it, or he just flat out was just messing up the words. So they had to keep cutting it in order to get it right. And they changed the closeness of each shot to make it look intentional. Like they changed the distance of the shot each time to make it look intentional instead of just clip, 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 clip. Like they you know, to try to make it seem intentional. But that's what that said to me. You guys can let me know your opinion about that in the comment section. Now, Uncle Trump obviously responded, and this was his response. Crooked Joe Biden is the worst debater I have ever faced. He can't put 2 sentences together. That's facts. Crooked is also the worst president in the history of the United States by far. It's time for a debate so that he can explain to the American people his highly destructive open border policy, new and ridiculous EV mandates, the allowance of crushing inflation, high taxes, and his really weak foreign policy, which is allowing the world to catch on fire. I am ready and willing to debate Crooked Joe at the 2 proposed times in June and September. I would strongly recommend more than 2 debates and, for excitement purposes, a very large venue. Although Biden is supposedly afraid of crowds, that's only because he doesn't get them. Just tell me when, I'll be there. Let's get ready to rumble. And Trump made an interesting point there, and it was one of the demands of the Biden administration was no crowd. I wonder why. And I want you guys to see, this is Michael Tyler. He's like the Biden's campaign communications kind of guy, director, or whatever. Listen to what he has to say, and I think it's very, very telling the way that he answers one of these questions here. Check it out.
Listen, the president himself did not mince words, right? He said that he beat Donald Trump twice in 2020. Donald Trump hasn't debated since. The president is happy to debate. He's happy to do it twice. And he thinks that we should do this sooner rather than later so that the American people can see the stark choice that's in front of them in this election. We should do it in June after Donald Trump's criminal trial is likely to conclude and after the president returns from the G7 summit. And then we should have a second debate in September, well ahead of early voting begins. So again, that the American people can hear from both candidates before they go cast their ballots. That's what we should be doing in a 21st century presidential election. And the president's ready to do so. I think the question now becomes, will Donald Trump keep his word? Will he step up to the plate here? We haven't heard from him yet, but we'll be waiting all day. And listen.
Will Donald Trump keep his words? Will he step up to the plate?
It should.
Hold on. Now, listen to this next clip of him on CNN. And tell me what you notice. Check it out.
It should be, yes, in studio with no audience so that the candidates can clearly articulate their visions for the country.
Is an audience a deal breaker? Is an audience a deal breaker for you?
Listen, it's Donald Trump who said he would do this anytime, anywhere, any place. So I don't think that they should have any problems with what we have proposed. He's the one who said he's ready to go. So we should be set to go once we have proposals in from networks.
Did you catch it? He was asked a specific question and conveniently he danced around it and threw it onto Trump. Is having a crowd a deal breaker? Oh, well, Donald Trump said anytime, any place, anywhere. Anytime is referring to the time. Any place is referring to the place, and anywhere is referring to the same thing. Donald Trump didn't say, hey, anyhow, or any way, or any stipulations. But you see how he tried to word that, though? Oh, it's on Trump. If this doesn't go down, it's because of Trump. See, and it's honestly really smart. Okay, obviously I'm no Democrat, but I have to call a spade a spade. It's honestly smart. It's strategic. And it's one of the reasons why I get on Republicans so much when we aren't strategic at all. Democrats shouldn't be winning anything. Our policies are 10 times better, right? But Republicans aren't strategic even in the slightest bit. We can never get on one accord. I understand we have different ideas of things, but there's something called strategy that we should try to implement from time to time. It's honestly really frustrating to watch, Republicans not implement any strategy at any point in time. But, one of the last times we saw Joe Biden step on stage, he was a big liar. So I wonder if Trump is going to ask him about his lies, like this one.
50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plant. They have said that this has all the 5 former heads of the CIA, both parties say what he's saying is a bunch of garbage. This is classic Trump. We have 4 days left, and all of a sudden there's a laptop. There's overwhelming evidence that from the intelligence community that the Russians are engaged.
I still think that the stories from the fall about your son Hunter were Russian disinformation at a smear campaign, like you said.
Yes. I know you'd ask it. I have no response. It's another smear campaign. It's the last-ditch effort in this desperate campaign to smear me and my family. The vast majority of the intelligence people have come out and said there's no basis at all.
And that was a lie the entire time, and he stood on a debate stage and said that. So honestly, I think Trump should take his phone up there, right, or some type of recorder, and play that clip live before anybody stops him. Just, hey, boom, just press play and make it loud so the mic can hear what Joe Biden is saying and say, why'd you stand up here and lie like that? If you lied the last time we debated, you're probably lying this time too. How would we know if you aren't? Oh man, this is the guy that they want to stand on stage with Uncle Trump. Yeah.
I want to tell my Republican friends, get ready, pal. You're going in for a problem. I want to tell my Republican friends, get ready, pal. You're going in for a problem.
All right. Get ready, pal. You're gunning for a problem. But honestly, I think the Biden administration seriously had no choice at this point in time. And, I'll just let CNN tell you.
Behind the scenes, the Biden campaign realized, I'm told several weeks ago, they knew they had to debate. A sitting president in, a strong position might try and hold off on this, but that is not where Joe Biden is.
Bingo. Did you hear that last part? A sitting president in a strong position might hold off. You know how MSNBC tries to tell us that, oh no, the polls are wrong, and look at this poll where Biden is up by 6 points over here. See, these other polls are completely wrong. Well, if the other polls were completely wrong, then why would you debate? If Biden was truly ahead, if Biden was truly on the path to victory, I would be willing to make a bet that he would not debate. And if he did, it would be much, much later, much closer to the actual election. I'd be willing to bet that he probably wouldn't debate. They'd make up something like, we don't need to amplify Trump's lies anymore. Right? It'd be something along those lines. I guarantee it. I've listened to their script quite a bit, and I feel like that's definitely something that they would say. We don't want to amplify Trump's lies in front of a nation. We have a duty to protect American citizens. I guarantee you, it would have been something like that. But the fact remains, they know Trump is on the path to victory and not Biden. Trump is on the path to walk back into that White House. So they have to do something. They have to do something, right? And so in this case, for them, it's a catch-22. You lose and you lose. You don't debate, you lose. You do debate, you probably still lose. But at least if you debate, you got a little bit of a chance, right? In their minds. I'm not saying I believe that they do, but I'm sure in their minds, they're like, we have at least a little bit of a chance. We can hype this guy up on, or maybe some of that booger sugar, that was found in the White House conveniently. We ain't forgot about that, okay? We can hype him up on some things and send him on out there. He'll look lively and spry, and we'll keep the debate short so that he doesn't, taper off towards the end, which it's going to look bad if that happens on camera. I guarantee you these debates aren't going to be long. And I've already seen some of the demands. It's like no crowd. Trump's mic is going to be cut off when Biden is speaking. they're only debating on like CNN, MSNBC, all of the leftist media, right? There's a few, I believe there's a couple other things as well. That's just like, just debate. Why are we making all these rules? Debate in front of a large crowd, right? But the reason why they don't want to debate in front of a large crowd, one, is what Trump said, Biden can't pull large crowds, and two, is because they know that Trump is going to win the debate. And if they have a live televised event where Trump is speaking out against Joe Biden, stating, the things that he wants to do, the things that he wants to bring back, the crowd is going to go crazy. They're not going to go crazy when Joe Biden is speaking. And optically, that's going to look really terrible. I mean, that's obvious, right? It doesn't take a genius or a rocket scientist to figure that one out, So I think that is one of the big reasons, or a couple of the big reasons, why they don't want a crowd. But hey, as always, you guys let me know your thoughts and your opinions about this in the comment section below. I think this is going to be a train wreck for Joe Biden, even with all the stipulations. I think it's going to end really terribly for him. Joe Biden is obviously declined severely, okay, and Trump has not, even though the media tried to claim, oh, Trump's in decline, look, he had a mental lapse here, blah, 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 but they ignore what's going on with Biden. Quite interesting how that works. But as always, y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.